Hi everyone, it's Catherine again with another video. This time I'm going to be showing you how to sound more natural, more native, more approachable, more friendly, just generally nicer. And the way I'm going to do this is to show you 5 words to replace with more informal vocabulary like phrasal verbs. I explained to you in a previous video that there are 2 languages in English. The original English, which you learn at school, and then there is the spoken language, which has phrasal verbs, expressions, idioms. You already know that, I'm sure. Number 1 is reject. 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 Now this means to say no to something offered or proposed to you. Do you say reject? I certainly don't. I use the phrasal verb turn down instead. For example, the other day I turned down a job offer. It just wasn't suitable for me. Don't say reject and say turn down instead. Number 2 is enter. 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 Now, I'm sure you know this means to come in or go into a building. And really, I only use enter when I'm talking about the keyboard on my computer. You press enter after you put your password in, don't you? So that's the only time I use enter. The rest of the time I use go in or come in. She went into the building to shelter from the rain. She didn't enter the building to shelter from the rain. That sounds a lot more formal. So try to use come in or go in instead of enter. Number 3, postpone. 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 Now this means to reschedule or change the date of something so that it's in the future instead. So it's not cancelling, it's just rescheduling. But really what we now use is the phrasal verb put off. Put off. My meeting yesterday was put off. Someone was unwell, so the whole thing had to be put off. It's now happening next Wednesday. If you start saying put off instead of postpone, you will definitely sound much more native and much less formal. Number 4 is return. 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 This means to go back or come back to somewhere you've been before. Now, I only use return when I'm referring to train tickets. I have bought a return to York, for example, or Edinburgh. I have bought a return ticket. Okay, that's the only time I say return. Every other time, I'm much more likely to say go back or come back. So the other day, I had to come back quickly to grab my keys because I had forgotten them. Very annoying. So I'm much more likely to say go back than return home. Number 5 is collect. 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 So for this meaning, I'm talking about when you collect someone from the airport. So you go to the airport in your car and they get in your car and you take them somewhere, you take them home usually. Usually they're visiting you or they've just come to stay at your house. And really what we now say is to pick up someone, okay? To pick up. So the other day I picked up my sister from Gatwick Airport because I was doing her a favour as she didn't have any transport back from the airport to home. So I picked her up. So use pick up instead of collect for that use. I hope you've enjoyed this video. To be honest, I really love making videos to show you how to sound more natural because I just think if you come to the UK, you will be quite surprised to hear how people speak. It's very different to what you've been taught at school. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment underneath if you found this useful and hit the subscribe button. I would be so happy if you did that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.